Hello everyone, this is Daniel Swero from TTRRDC Men Sangareddy. In the part of Best Student Lecture, I am here by you to deal the topic from the subject of chemistry. In fame of physical chemistry, I chosen the topic is liquid crystal display. Whatever the subject that we are going to know, whatever the topic that we are going to deal, we should have to understand the vocabulary. We should have to understand each and every key terms in the topic. In fame of that, we should have to know what is meant by crystal liquid display, so that we have to go with the liquid first. Friends, what do you hope about the liquid? Liquid is the existence of matter. As we know that matter is exist in three forms. The first one is liquid state, solid state and gaseous state. From among three, the liquid is also existence. In the same way, coming to crystal, most of you know that. Let us consider the crystal of salt. It means every rock, every cube of salt, every cube of a sugar that we are coming to call it as a crystal. It means the smallest crystallized particles, the smallest crystallized particles of a solid that may be considered to be as the crystal. Coming to display, this is the very daily using term. Coming to laptop displays, the very hearable is smartphone displays, TV displays that we are already seen in the images. In the same way, we should also learn everything from the image. That in the first picture that you are going to see the flowers, it means we are able to see the nature as that we are seeing in a proper way. Coming to next picture, a man in the ocean, inside the ocean, that is also we are going to see in a clear manner, means that is only possible by the liquid crystal displays. I hope you understand what is meant by crystal, liquid and display. Let us go through actually what is meant by LCD. Actually, let us go with the definition of LCD. A liquid crystal display is a thin, flat panel used for electronically displaying information such as text, images and moving pictures. Before that, we should have to understand very few terms. That is thin. Already we know that it is the opposite to the thickness. It means very thin. Just like if you consider a notebook, it is very thick. Coming to a paper, it is very thin. In the same way, the crystal display is also very thin. Flat panel means it just like our examination pads, that all. It may be flat panels and used for electronically displaying information. The information that exhibits in terms of text, means that we are no messages and all. Coming to images, already we know that. Friends, coming to images, the images are that we are already know that images are the very memorable ones. That is also we can store in the LCDs, means images in terms of what we called the captured images, nature images, that all also that can be exhibited in liquid crystal displays. And moving pictures is nothing but videos that we have seen, maybe in terms of movies, short videos, clips and all. And the next point is, it is an electronically modulated optical device made up of any number of pixels filled with liquid crystals and arrayed in front of light source, and that may be backlight or reflector, to produce images in color or monochrome. Here we should understand that electronically modulated optical device means the device that is modulated by the electricity, and optical means that we have seen already. Optical means lens and all. This device is called as electronically modulated optical devices, LCD. It is made up of any number of pixels. Pixels that we are already know that picture elements. By the combination of all these pixels, we can see HD, I mean high density images filled with liquid crystals and arrayed in front of a light source. Light source means availability of light, that is maybe backlight. It is the light source of light, means where the light is going to available. The best example is sunlight. Normally we can see the source of light is sunlight, then we can see all these normal bulbs, filament bulbs and all, or reflector to produce images in color. Now yeah, I mean the images in terms of a very beautiful colors. And monochrome is nothing but mono means single, and coming to chrome, it is a color. The monochroming, the light is only exhibits in only one color. That is the best example is laser light, and it is uses includes computer monitors, televisions, instrument panels, and devices ranging from aircraft cockpits displays to everyday consumer devices such as clocks, calculators, and telephones. We can see here these are the uses and advantages of LCD. Mainly it is uses in the monitors. And televisions is nothing but a TVs that we are using daily in our homes. Instrument panels, it's just like the crystal displays which you are using for the online classes, and devices ranging from aircraft cockpit displays to everyday consumer device which are clocks, calculators and telephones. I hope you understand what is LCD actually. And coming to overview of LCD, LCDs are a type of light modulating display. LCD technology does not directly emit light. In order to create visualizations, it rather modifies the transmission of light to represent images. LCDs is a type of light modulating display device. Already we know that LCD is a liquid crystal display that exhibits a light modulating display device. And LCD technology does not emit light directly, means it's not going to exhibit light, I mean emit light. Here we should have to understand two terms, that is emit and transmission. In the normal way that we have know that emit means discharge or release. This is the normal vocabulary meaning in the English language. Coming to physical chemistry, it is the process by which a higher energy quantum mechanical state of a particle becomes converted to a lower one. It is normally called as emission of a photon. Photon is a particle of light. Because of only the exhibits of a photon from a matter exhibits light. And coming to transmission, normally the transmission is nothing but a transfer or pass or spread. Coming to physical chemistry definition, the process of transmitting light from any matter moving of electromagnetic waves through any matter. The best example is when a particle is incidented by the UV light. I mean when ultraviolet light is falls on a particle or a substance, the electrons that are present in the ground state of matter that are going to be in excited state. In the same way, how the electrons are going from ground state to excited state, that are also coming back and hits back to the ground state. This process is called as the transmitting. And on the other hand, plasma displays CRT. It is nothing but a cathode ray tube. And OLED devices are light emitting display devices. Coming to CRT, cathode ray tube, these are heavy designed computers. And OLED, it's nothing but that we are seeing the calculators and digital watches are all constituted to be as the OLEDs. These devices are all light emitting display devices. LCDs are rapidly becoming the most popular display device available. In 2006, nearly it's about 33% of all TV sold in North America were LCDs. And coming to 2007, expected to surpass 50%. That we can see in only 1 year, the 17 percentage of selling the TVs in the North America is only because of LCD. Coming to history and development of LCDs, discovery of LCD crystal is first in 1888 by the Friedrich Rheintisser discovers LCD crystals. In the year of 1904, Otto Lohmann publishes work on liquid crystals. Coming to innovation, in 1963, Richard Williams and George Hillier suggest using the liquid crystal for making a display device. In the year of 1968, first operational LCD created by RCA using dynamic scattering method. This method is very important. And 1971, first LCD using twisted pneumatic is considered to be as the TN produced. Coming to two terms here, discovery and innovation. Discovery is nothing but the best example of a discovery is Seaway of India. This by the Vasco da Gama. Discover means which is already present in the universe. It is coming to the source, means which is going to available, and which is not going to be in the universe. It is innovated by someone, that is considered as the innovation. And coming to history and development of LCDs, this is also application in the 1970s. First commercial LCDs came into existence. The technology first used in the quartz watch and in early calculator displays. In 1990s, early use of color LCDs for digital cameras and computer monitors. In 2000s, technological improvements led to large and LCD suitable for home theater use. Full HD 1080 pixel displays produced. Currently, the largest LCD panel is 180. And this is the liquid crystal display and the structure. Let us go through with the how LCD is going to work. Then we can see here the construction mirror, and this is a polarizing film, the glass filter, negative electrode, liquid crystal layer. This is the positive electrode, glass filter, and then polarizing film. This is the first is light is passes from the mirror, then it is hits in the polarizing film, which is going to exhibit light in only one color. Then it is passes through the glass filter, which filters the upcoming light. Then it is passes through the negative electrode. This is the actual thing, liquid crystal layer. This is the positive electrode. It is glass filter. Then finally it is polarizing film. This is the display actually, the cover glass. The image that is going to exhibit here, that is image. This is the working of LCD. Types of LCDs are passive versus active matrix. The passive one is each pixel must retain its state without a steady electric charge. Scanned one pixel at one time. Poor contrast and very low response times. Active. Coming to active matrix, electric charge is stored between refreshes. Scanned one row at a time. This is the passive matrix LCD display. Uses of a grid of vertical and horizontal conductors comprised of indium tin oxide. indium tin oxide to create an image. There is no switching device. Pixels are addressed one at a time by row and column matrix. Only used in low resolution displays such as watch and calculator. Slow response time and poor contrast. This is the construction of a passive matrix LCD display. Coming to active matrix LCDs display, this is the construction of a LCD of a active matrix. This is the gate driver and gate drivers. This actual construction. The problems which you are going to face in the passive display. Crosstalks occurs at neighboring pixels voltages affect each other, reducing the grayscale, contrast and viewing angle. Submarine occurs at when low to respond LC materials can't respond quickly enough and the picture can disappear temporarily. One solution: placing a switch at each pixel such as transistor or diode, pixel matrix becomes active. Coming to problem solved by active display. Pixel isolation eliminates crosstalks. Isolation from the column line permits the pixel capacitor to remain charged so that faster responding liquid crystals can be used. Due to switching action of transistors, only the desired pixel receive a charge, improving image quality over a passive matrix. These are the advantages of LCD: brightness, emissions, geometric distortion, power consumption, physical aspects, screen shape, sharpness. Coming to brightness, produces very bright images due to high peak density, very suitable for the environments that are brightly light. And coming to emissions, produces considerably lower electromagnetic fields than CRTs, means cathode ray tubes. Geometric distortion, no geometric distortion at a native resolution. Minor distortion can occur for other resolutions. Coming to power consumption, energy efficient, consumes less 1 by third the power of the comparable CRT, consumes less electricity than a CRT and produces little heat. Physical aspects take up about 40% less desk space. LCDs are thin and compact. Screen shape, completely flat screen. Coming to sharpness, at the native resolution the image is perfectly sharp. Adjustments are required at the all other resolutions which can be result in measurable degradation to the image. Coming to disadvantages of LCD, aspect ratio. The aspect ratio and resolution are fixed. Black level, no proficient at producing black and very dark grays in a standard configuration, not appropriate for use in dimly light and dark conditions. Coming to contrast, lower contrast than CRTs due to poor black level. Coming to cost, considerably more expensive purchase price than comparable CRTs. Cheaper lifetime cost lasts about 13,000 to 15,000 more hours than a typical CRT. Motion artifacts, slow response times and scan rate conversion results in motion artifacts and image degradation for moving or rapidly changing images. Resolution works best at the native resolutions. The native resolution cannot be changed. All other resolution required adjusting processors. which can cause considerable deterioration of image. The weaving angle. Restricted weaving angles affect the brightness also. Contrast and color shown. Wide angles can lead to contrast and color reversal. This is the topic of LCD. I hope it is reached to everyone and try to understand each and every concept of LCD. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity to me. And even in the COVID situation also, our Gurukulam helps to each and every poor student, very marginalized caste student, and I hope it is the best chance to reach to understand each and every concept. Thank you so much.